Hi guys, if you are looking for a nice bag to store your makeup, pens or other small items, then this pouch might be something for you. The bag is made in Tapestry Crochet, which ensures a sturdy material. You can provide the bag with a lining, but that is optional. The pattern consists of only single crochets. The only tricky part is the pattern, but once you are on your way, it will be much easier. The written pattern and chart can be found on my website, so choose your colors and get started. To make this zipper pouch, I use baby bamboo in the colors optical white, black and light pink. I used about 2 skeins of the optical white, 1 of the black and 1 of the light pink. You also use a 4mm crochet hook, a 25cm zipper, a stitch marker, measuring tape, scissors and a tapestry needle. The yarn is a number 2 fine yarn, and it is 50% bamboo, 50% acrylic. 50 grams is 110 meters, and that's all you need to know to start your project. So pick your own colors, see what you like most, and let's begin. We work our pattern from top to bottom, so you see here my zipper, and I worked a row of slip stitches around the zipper using a 1.5mm crochet hook. If you want to learn how I did this, watch the previous video by clicking the card in the corner or click on the link in the description box down below. There you see how I did this part, and now we start making the bag. So my yarn is still attached, so insert my hook, and then you need to see this chart. You can find this on the website like I mentioned before, and it is a repeat of 24 stitches and 24 rows. So after 24 rows you start over. So this part is here as well. And of course we need more than 24 stitches, so we make multiples of this to make the width or the amount we need. I have a repeat of 4 times 24 stitches, so 96 all the way around. So I made my starting round on the zipper, 96 stitches. So 2 here and 2 here, and the rest is at the top and at the bottom. So for row 1, you see here colors and boxes. In boxes, every box is 1 stitch. So the first stitch is in black, then white to pink, white to black, and so on. So follow this part all the way across, and when you are at the end, then start here again until you have no stitches left. Mark your first stitch so you know where to end your round, because we don't finish the round, we just keep going in spirals. For the project, you work in the back loops only. So you make a single crochet in the back loop only. And that single crochet, you make a yarn over by pulling the loop through the stitch, and then a yarn under to finish the stitch. And when you change color, you do this in the middle of the single crochet before your stitch. When you have 2 loops of the first color on your hook, do the last yarn under in the next color and draw through all of the loops on the hook to finish the single crochet in a new color. I'll show you when I start. So let's begin, and then you will see how it works out, how it goes. We start with 1 black. Okay, so pick up your work. You see here the first stitch. I don't know if you can see it really good in black, but for the first row, pick up the back loop. So you have the front loop and the back loop. Pick up the back loop only, insert your hook, then yarn over, pull through. And if normally we would finish our stitch like this, but we see in the pattern that the next stitch is in white, so we need to change color to white. We do that by picking up the white, place it on your work, and drop the black one, and instead of pull through the black, we pull through the white. Normally you would yarn over, pull through. In this case we slide the hook under to make a yarn under and then pull through both loops on your hook. And pull your stitch, your black stitch a little bit so it has a nice small loop. Now you see the loop on your hook is white and the next stitch is white, so that will be correct. So you find your next stitch and you can work over your tail ends if you think that is easy and you don't want to weave them in the end. I hate weaving in ends, but when you can leave it out and weave it in later. Okay, so insert in the back loop of the next stitch, hold your tail, otherwise your loop will be bigger and bigger, and you work over the yarn you're not working with, so you work over the black as well. So place that over the stitch like this, then yarn over, pull up a loop. You now have 2 loops on your hook. Go to the next stitch. Let me do it like this. That is a little bit easier. Okay, go to the next stitch. There you see the next stitch is pink. So we need to finish the next stitch in pink. So pick up your light pink, hold it, drop your white yarn, hold your tail. Instead of yarn over, pull through, we yarn under. So slide your hook behind the yarn, grab it and pull through both loops on your hook and pull the white a little bit so you have a nice and tight stitch here. Okay. So we have pink. Insert in the next stitch, in the back loop only. Place all your tail ends. Oops, I need to make this one a little bit longer. Place all your tail ends and the yarns you're not working with over your hook. Then yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook. The next stitch is also pink, so we can pull through in the pink for this stitch. So instead of yarning over, we yarn under and pull through both loops on your hook. Every once in a while, pull your yarns so they lay nice and flat under your work. So the next stitch, back loop only. Place your tails and yarns on top, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, then go to the next one is white. So you can drop the pink, find your white, and yarn under, pull through in white, and pull your pink a little bit so your stitches nice. And then go to the next, insert in the back loop only, like this. Place all the tails and yarns on top. The yarns you don't work at the moment, then yarn over and pull through, and then you have 2 loops on your hook. You see the next 2 are black, so we drop the white. Try to get your yarns don't make them tangle. Okay, so yarn under, so slide your hook under the yarn and pull through in black, and then pull your previous stitch a little bit so it has a nice tight finish. Okay, the next are in black, so we insert in the next stitch, back loop only, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn under, pull through 2. Next is also black, so insert in the next, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, drop your black yarn, because the next is white, so pick up white, yarn under and pull through, and pull your black yarn to make your stitch nice and tight. Okay, next is in white, so insert in the next stitch, back loop only, place your yarns and tails on top, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook. Next 3 are in pink, so drop white, pick up pink, slide your hook under your yarn and pull through both loops on your hook. Next pink, so pick up the back loop only, place your yarns and tails on top, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn under, pull through 2. Insert in the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn under, pull through 2. Go to your next stitch, the last of the 3 in pink, place your yarns and tails on top, yarn over, 2 loops on your hook. The next is white, so drop the pink, pick up white, yarn under and pull through 2, and pull your yarns. Okay, insert in the next, pull up a loop. Next are 2 in black, so drop white, pick up black, and try to make your yarns keep your yarns untangled, yarn under and pull through 2. Insert in the next, place your yarns and tails on top, yarn over, yarn under. Go to the next, back loop only, yarn over, and instead of yarning under, we need the next one in white, so drop the black, pick up the white, and pull through in white. pull your black yarn to make your stitch nice and tight. Okay, I worked a couple of stitches and I want you to see this. You see, I worked up a couple of stitches and now my work is too tight. You see, I have 2 less stitches to fit my zipper nicely. You see this? This is pulling to the right instead of staying nice on top of the work. I wanted to show you what you can do if that happens to you too. You made your stitches on your zipper and you can make 2 stitches in every stitch, but then you have too many stitches, or you can do it like I do it. We have 96 stitches, so that is 4 times the repeat. If you see this too tight, then you need to add 24 stitches around the work. I think that is enough to make your work nice and flat. So 5 times 24 stitches. We have 96 already, so we need to add 24. We need to increase 24. When you don't have a repeat, so when you don't work up this pattern, but just work on the zipper and work 1 stitch in every stitch, and you see it is too tight, then you can add wherever you want and how many you need. How many you want, but we need 24, but because our pattern needs 24 stitches at a time. So how do you do that? So you need to increase 6 stitches every 24. So when you make 4 stitches, then increase 1, 4 stitches, increase 1, then just increase following the pattern. So when you have 4 stitches, then you increase a white stitch, and you can increase by making 2 stitches in the same stitch on your zipper. So you have a stitch here, then make 2 stitches in this stitch, and then 1 in every stitch across until you are at the next place to increase. Count how many increases you have, or count your stitches at the end, and make sure you have 96 plus the 24 we increased. Maybe you made your stitches exactly the right width, so you can make 1 stitch in every stitch around. I just wanted to show you this so you know how to troubleshoot when you have a little bit tighter stitch here. Then you can increase by making 2 stitches in 1 stitch. So let me show you. You see here we have a white stitch in this stitch, and I want to increase there. So insert in the same stitch in the back loop again, yarn up, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn under, and pull through 2. And instantly you see that that makes your stitch straight up again. So repeat that all the way around, and then you will be fine. So work your way to the end, and I'll meet you when you are here, so I show you how to work yourself around the corners. This side is done. I made a total of 58 stitches on this side. So I increase 24 stitches all the way around. So 58 on this side, 4 at the side, 58 on the other side, and 4 on this side as well. And that is the amount of stitches I made for this project. For the corner, super easy. I have 2 pink, I need 1 more, and then go to white. So you can turn your work a bit and insert in the first stitch, or you can work around this whole chain. But I work in the back loops of the stitches. So pick up the stitch, place your yarns on top, yarn over, pull through, 2 loops on your hook, drop pink, pick up white, yarn under, pull through 2. Now you can turn your work. The next stitch is in white, so find your next stitch, pick up a loop. I use the back bump again. Yes, place your yarns on top, yarn over, pull up a loop. Like this, drop white, pick up black, yarn under, pull through 2. Okay, go to the next. Insert in the back bump, or knot stitch, or around the chain, you can choose. See what you prefer. Then we make 2 black, then so 1, and go to the next. That is the last of those of this side. So insert in the back bump, I made my stitches tight again, so it is difficult to get my hook through. Yarn over, pull up a loop, drop white, drop black, pick up white, yarn under, and pull through 2. And pull your yarns a little bit. We now made the 4 stitches at the side. Turn your work again, and then we start working in the chains here, in the slip stitches. So pick up your first stitch in the back loop only. This one is also a bit tight for me. Yes. Place your yarns on top, yarn over, pull through, drop white, pick up pink. We need 2 pink, so yarn under, that's 1. Go to the next, pick up, pull up a loop, drop pink, pick up white, and pull through 2. And now you worked around the corner. So this pink was our first stitch on this side, so we need 57 along this side, and then I'll meet you back and show you how to finish your round 1. At the end of this side, I need 4 stitches around the corner to finish my round 1. So I pick up the first stitch, first of the 4 chains, then drop white, pick up pink, yarn under, pull through 2, and pull the yarns a bit, insert in the next stitch, pull up a loop, and pull through in white. Next is a white stitch, so pull through, place your yarns on top, pull up, drop, and the last one is black, so we pull through in black. Insert in the last stitch, in the last of the 4 chains. This one is a little bit tight again, like this. and then yarn over, pull through. 2 loops on your hook. Leave those 2 loops on your hook because we need to know in which color round 2 starts. If you know which color that is, then you can pull through in the first color of round 2. So let's check our chart. We finished round 1. You can mark it that it is finished, and we start round 2. And round 2 start in black. So we yarn under and pull through in black because our next stitch is black as well. And then black to white, pink to white, black to white, pink to white. So the repeat is the same for the whole round. So, and instead of closing the round, you insert directly in the first stitch of round 1, in the back loop only. So pick up the back loop of the first stitch, and maybe you have marked that stitch, then you know that that is your first stitch, and you can replace your stitch marker in the first stitch of round 2. So yarn over, pull up a loop, drop black because the next 2 are in white. Pick up white, yarn under, pull through, go to the next stitch. No more increases, just work 1 stitch in every stitch in the back loop only. Place your yarns on top, yarn under and pull through. Go to the next, so on top of the pink, back loop only, yarns on top, pull up a loop. The next stitch is pink, so drop the white, pick up the pink, yarn under and pull through. Go to the next and make your pink stitch. Insert in the back loop only, yarns on top, pull up a loop. Drop pink, next 2 are white, so yarn under and pull through. Insert in the next stitch, back loop only, that's 1, and we need another one, so in the next stitch in the back loop, another one, drop white and pick up black. We need 1 black stitch. First finish this one, pull your yarns a bit so your stitches are nice and tight, then go to the next stitch, pick up the back loop and finish in black, or start in black, then drop the black, pick up white because the next 2 are in white again. Drop white, pick up pink and pull through in pink and pull your yarns. Next is pink, drop pink next to white. And that's all. Just repeat every round following the chart. When you are at the end, then start over until your bag is the size you want. Keep working, don't close your rounds, but keep working in spirals. Start working and your last stitch, pull through in the first stitch of the next round in that color. Work in the back loops only and make a yarn over and then a yarn under, and then you will be fine. So keep working until your work is the size you want, and then I'll show you how to close your bag. I finished my bag it is 20 centimeters or 8 inches, and I think that is a nice length. Now it's time to close the bottom. I cut 2 of my yarns. I wanted to close it in white, so I kept my white yarn attached. First we need to finish the last part. So insert your hook in the last stitch and then insert in the next stitch in the back loop only, yarn over, pick up, pull up a loop and pull this loop through the loop to make a slip stitch, and then you can pull your yarns and you can yarn over again and make one more chain and pull tight. Now your end is secure. To close the bottom you can do what I do, and that is open it up, turn it inside out. You need to put your yarn through so it is on the right side again. You can pick up your loop, pull tight. The other 2 yarns, you can weave those in first, or you can do that all at the end. Okay, so you got your loop on your hook. And then we insert in the first stitch. So find your first stitch here. I pulled this one a little bit too tight. So pick up the whole stitch, so 2 loops on your hook, and then go to the other side, pick up the first stitch on this side. Also 2 loops on the hook. You can place stitch markers to keep your work straight. Now we have the front stitch and the stitch on the back, and then yarn over, pull through, and you can pull through one at a time, and then yarn over and pull through 2 to make a slip stitch, to make a single crochet. You can also make slip stitches, that is what you prefer. Insert in the next stitch and insert in the next stitch on the other side. Pick up both loops, yarn over, pull through all loops on the hook. Two loops on your hook left, and then yarn over, pull through 2, or make a slip stitch. If you want to make a slip stitch, then you pick up the first, pick up the next, yarn over, pull through the stitches and pull through the loop on your hook. To the next, pick up 2 loops, and the next 2 loops. Then yarn over and pull through all loops on the hook. And then you get a nice finish. So work your way all the way to the other side. There, cut your yarn, bind off and weave in your ends. Then turn your work right side out, and then it is all done. You can line it if you think that is what you want, then you can do that. I blocked my work, so I put something in that is the right size and then spray it wet and let it air dry so it gets this nice shape. And then the end result should look like this. If you like this tutorial, give me a thumbs up, and if you aren't subscribed yet and you like what you see, then consider subscribing to my channel. And if you have a question, let me know in the comments down below. Follow me on Instagram and show me your result there. I would love to see it. Hope to see you next time. Bye.